let's introduce our amazing speaker today. I'm so excited. She is so full of energy and so full of just genuineness. You guys are going to love her as much as I do. So please keep yourselves on mute. And let's get started. The person I'm introducing is Miss Ashley Causley-Golden. She is a doula. She is also an early childhood educator. So once again, keep yourselves on mute and please turn off your cameras. That way with the recording, it is only on Ashley. So I love you guys. I am going to pass it on over. Let me unmute you, Miss Ashley, and I am going to turn my camera off so that the recording catches only Ashley. I love you guys and enjoy the session.
Greetings, 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 and blessings. Thank you for joining in to Finding Your Ground through meditation. It is a chaotic time with the COVID-19 virus, working from home, having your children at home if you're working from home, and there's just so much noise. So I just wanted to have this session for us to go beneath the noise and find a rhythm of peace and grounding with all this chaos. So who I am in a nutshell, I am a birth and postpartum doula. I also am an early childhood educator. I'm in Montessori education, but I also do positive parenting teaching as well. So I facilitate writing groups, meditation circles. And so really the focus of my work is to work with pregnant individuals as well as parents to see themselves outside of just being a mommy or a daddy, because you have so many identities outside of having children. So that is the work that I do. So I wanted to do an opening guided meditation just to root ourselves, bring ourselves into this space to realize that we all are coming from a place of power. Even though it might not seem like that with all of the noise that is coming into our lives, we still hold so much power in this space. So I wrote this meditation for us just to be grounded. So you can close your eyes and listen to it. I also have some music to play in the background. Let's see if it will, okay. So just listen to the sound while I gently read this meditation. In the darkness, I am at peace. Although I am surrounded by darkness and the unknown, I will not let it consume me. I will not let it in. In the center of darkness, I am light. I radiate warmth. I radiate protection. I radiate peace. In the unknown, I am at peace. In the fear, I am at peace. In this darkness, I speak forth light. In this darkness, I speak forth healing. In this darkness, I speak forth protection. In this darkness, I speak forth abundance. I am the light in this darkness. I am at peace. So I just want us to just sit in that meditation, continue to just breathe in and breathe out, and ground yourself in the peace that we all hold within our spirits, within our bodies. And hopefully, let me just check the chat. Hopefully everybody was able to hear. Okay, I just want to make sure everyone was able to hear the sounds coming in. So today, we're going to do focus attention meditation. So focus attention meditation in a nutshell is just using your breath as your home button to your active mind. So your active mind is something that is always going. And you might think about your active mind when it's time to go to bed and when it's time to put your body into rest mode and your mind is still doing this. That's your active mind. It constantly thinks, even when you're asleep, your mind is sorting through your day, filing it away. So that is something that will not turn off ever. And meditation is just great to just go beneath the noise. So today we're just going to, this is the top of the water, and we're just going to sink a little bit lower. We're still very cognizant there is waves and ripples above us, but we're not giving our attention to that. We're going deeper, we're settling that portion of our mind, and we're tapping into the main frame of our thoughts. So when you're in that depth of meditation, you're able to clear out the cortisol that's in your body. So cortisol, the stress hormone, totally natural. We actually need it. We actually need that stress to get our body going, to let us know, is this a safe situation, a not safe situation? The issue comes into play when you are constantly on the cortisol drip, when you're constantly in a physical as well as an emotional state of stress, where some people would describe it as you're constantly anxious, that feeling of like, whew, I always have something to do. I'm worried about this. I'm worried about that. And typically with the moms I work with, they talk always being anxious. Is my child sleeping? Is my child eating enough? Am I doing enough as a mother? These things have become normalized in our society, but when we think about our bodies and our nervous systems, it's not normal. And it's creating so much toxicity within our body. And that can be seen through inflammation, constantly getting sick. Some people have issues with weight gain. All of that inflammation in our body is because of, it's not solely because, but stress plays a key part in how we hold things in our body. So meditation is just one tool. There are multiple tools out there, but meditation, I like to use that as a tool because it's something that's free and it's easily accessible, that you can do it when you wake up, throughout the day, when you go to bed, that allows your body just to release some of that cortisol from the nervous system. And like I was just saying, it's just one tool to help you release built up stress. So today we're just going to do a 5-minute breath activity. I like to start with the breath activity because sometimes you just don't have 20 minutes to do a meditation. Like, that's just the reality, especially now when you have your children in your home and you're working from home. So I like to teach the 5-minute breath activity because that could be something you do when you use the bathroom, when you wake up in the morning, something that's quick and your body is still getting that benefit of releasing that cortisol. And then we'll just do a 10-minute reflection. So with focused attention meditation, we start with just finding a relaxed, comfortable position. And when I find my relaxed, comfortable position, I move my body, I move my shoulders, I roll my shoulders, I also move my hips, because I just hold a lot of tension in my body when I sit up straight. So when I get into my meditation, I just move it. And that's also very silent communication to let my body know this is a great time just to release any tension that you have. And you could plant your feet on the ground and keeping your back upright. You could sit up upright, or if you have a chair, you could also use a back support as well. And then just resting your hands, no tension in your hands. They could be upward. And some people keep their hands upward as a way of a receiving position to connect to spirit, to connect to the universe, but you could also have them palms down. The choice is up to you. So when you're having your feet planted, just notice the firmness of the ground. I like to talk about the firmness because in my mind, I try to place myself as that is the roots. Just as the ground is firm, so are my roots. So is the foundation that I'm placing myself under is firm. And then I'm again, I'm keep moving my back just to see, is there tension back here? Is there tension in my shoulder, my neck, my jaw? And if I feel it, I just gently move it. I don't judge it. I don't question why, no question. I just gently move it. And that idea of being gentle with body is so important, because even when we think of thought like, oh, why is it tension? Why? That without even saying it, your body knows that you're judging it. Instead of just feeling it and just being loving and just like, oh, I'm just going to move you a little bit. I notice you're a little tight. I'm just going to gently move you and go back to get ready for meditation. So this whole process is just about being gentle to your body. And so now we can just tune into your breath. So before we take our cleansing breath, I tell people just notice where your breath is coming from. Is it coming from your chest? Is it coming from low in your diaphragm? This is not a point to like critique or change it. Just notice, like at this point, you're just noticing how your body is operating and giving thanks that it's operating in this space. So we're just gonna, and when we're ready, we're just gonna breathe in and out, just releasing all of the worries, the stress, the multiple to-dos that we all have, the news cycle that's on constant replay. We just gotta clear that away, because at this moment, yes, it's important, but at this moment right here, that is not the most important thing on our mind. On our minds should be releasing the stress, releasing that cortisol, and giving our immune system, our nervous system, a moment to breathe. So you can do this with your eyes open or closed. If your eyes are open, I tell people just to put it in soft focus, where they're not like wide open, like you're focusing on everything, but you could fixate on a certain point, or you could slowly or lightly close your eyes so you're still being in a meditative state. So we're going to inhale through your nostrils, hold your breath, and then we're going to do a long exhale through your mouth. So take another inhale, hold, exhale. Inhale, hold, exhale. Inhale, hold, exhale. And for our last one, inhale, hold, exhale. And as we release, you could go into a natural flow of breath again. When you're breathing, just notice where it's coming from. Is it up? Is it shallow in your chest? Is it deeper in your diaphragm? But you're just doing a gentle breathing. And so as you're breathing, I just want to put another thought in your mind to be kind to your active mind. It is always running. That is its job. And for you, your job is to go below the waves, below the noise. When you're in your meditation, your active mind might pull you in another direction. That's natural. There's nothing wrong with that. I always just say, you could use the word, oh, thinking or wondering, and go back into your thought. If you're able to name it, that's also a very powerful practice. So when you're in your meditation and you feel something like fear, anxiety, anger pop up, in my meditation, I goes, ooh, that's anger. And I let that sit for a moment, and then I just go back to focusing on my breath. How am I breathing? Because that's the way you're going to constantly keep communicating with your active mind. It's like an ebb and flow, like the ocean, back and forth, back and forth. But the more kinder and gentler you are, the easier it is for the active mind to play a softer and softer part during your meditative practice. And so let's get our bodies ready for this 20-minute meditation. It is totally fine if you go in and out within this 20 minutes. I tell people what is the most powerful thing is that you're giving your body a moment to be, to relax. You're not being stimulated with sound, color, noise. You're just being. And that alone is powerful. So be gentle with your body during this practice, and we will get started. You can slowly move your body to get back into your body. Take some cleansing breaths. Open your eyes when you are ready to open your eyes. Yeah, there we go. We're at closing. So yes, thank your body for being present. It doesn't matter if your active mind was chatting away and you constantly had to be gentle to it, or if your active mind took a step back. It doesn't even matter the process of your meditation. The fact that you were able to be present today, just give your body gratitude for being present. Thank your nervous system, your immune system, your respiratory system, all of the parts of your body. Just give a gratitude and thankfulness for being here today. And so in closing, I'm a huge, 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 huge fan of Alex Elle. I don't know if you're familiar with her work. If you're not, please check her out. The main reason why I love her work is because it's rooted in healing. It's rooted in being gentle with your body. And it's so in tune with however I'm feeling. I will see her on Instagram, and just the words that she posts, it just brings me back to my center. And for this one, she does a chart. She does multiple of these charts, but I appreciate this one because it goes I am and still. I like to talk about duality. Sometimes we look at ourselves with one lens and one way, and we don't realize that everyone holds multiple aspects of self at the same time. And even when we talk about the healing process, healing is definitely not a destination. It's something that is ongoing. And so I would just like to read this as our closing. I am whole and still discovering pieces of myself. I am resilient and still sensitive. I am learning and still making mistakes along the way. I am growing and still walking through grief. I am healing and still need support. So as we navigate this new normal in our lives, I just want us to remember that we are still whole, resilient, growing, learning, healing. Awesome. We're still all of these beautiful things. And we can still be working on aspects of self that we didn't even know existed till we have been put into this situation of being sheltered in place. Because something about stillness brings things to the surface that we didn't even know were issues. Because when we're constantly moving, a lot of things get just shuffled like this inside of us. We feel some things along the way, but they're not really big issues because we have so much to do. And with this virus, which really caused everyone to have this sense of slowing down, those pieces that were doing this are now settling. And so that little becomes an ouch. And as we just sort through all the emotions we have, I just want us to remember the duality that we have in our lives. And it's normal. And having tools to get ourselves grounded helps us balance that new normal. So I'm just beyond grateful for you to come into the space. I hope that the meditation and the words were healing in some aspect. And I just give gratitude and honor to the Most High and to each one of you for joining me today. And thank you again, Courtney, for having this space for us. and where to find me. So you can visit my website, thestartingplace.org, where I talk about birth, but also meditation and guided writing, as well as teaching. And you can find me on Instagram at The Starting Place.